Welcome everyone, you're tuned into VL Extras, where we unpack the wildest stories in tech with a visual twist. Today, we're diving into a big one. OpenAI just dropped GPT 4.5, their newest, biggest model yet, and it's got everyone buzzing, but not for the reasons you'd expect. After DeepSeek and QwenChat shook the AI world with low-cost powerhouses, Grok 3 obliterated the competition, and even universities like UW and UC Berkeley started flexing cheap, smart models. We thought OpenAI would swing back hard. Spoiler, they didn't. Is OpenAI hitting a wall with this huge, expensive release? Let's break it down! First, let's set the stage. The AI race is a battlefield. DeepSeek and QwenChat sent stock markets into a frenzy with dirt-cheap, high-performing models, affordable AI that punched above its weight. xAI's Grok 3 stormed in, redefining smart with its free rollout and insane capabilities. Meanwhile, universities like the University of Washington and UC Berkeley are cooking up their own models for a fraction of OpenAI's budget, proving you don't need deep pockets to play. We were all waiting for OpenAI, the ChatGPT king, to drop a frontier model that'd blow us away. Instead, GPT 4.5 landed as a research preview for ChatGPT Pro users, and it's underwhelming. OpenAI calls it their most knowledgeable model yet, but with a giant caveat: it's not a frontier model. So what's GPT 4.5 got? ChatGPT Pro users, $20 a month folks, can pick it from the model selector on web, mobile, and desktop now. Next week it hits Plus and Team users, then Enterprise and Edu the week after. OpenAI's tooting better writing, a beefier knowledge base, and a refined personality, smoother chats, sharper pattern recognition, and higher EQ, or emotional intelligence. Early testing says it tracks intent better, hallucinates less, and rocks practical tasks like coding or brainstorming. It's got up-to-date info with search, handles file and image uploads, and works with Canvas for writing and code. Solid upgrades, but not the knockout punch we expected. Here's the buzzkill. A leaked doc later spilled the tea. GPT 4.5's OpenAI's largest model ever, with efficiency juiced up over 10x from GPT-4. But they warned it's not a frontier model, no 7 net new capabilities like O1 or O3 Mini. And it lags behind those, plus deep research on preparedness tests. It's not replacing GPT-4o either. This beast is huge and compute-intensive, making it pricier to run. OpenAI's even unsure about long-term API support, saying they'll gauge feedback to decide its fate.
Some of the biggest names in banking and tech gathering at Stanford today for the university's annual Institute for Economic Policy Research Summit. JP Morgan's Jamie Dimon, Alphabet's president and CIO Ruth Porat, both taking the stage today, hitting topics from competition policy to AI in national security. Our Deirdre Bosa is live at the summit for today's Tech Check. Morning, Dee.
Hey, good morning, Carl. So we're here just as a new phase in the AI race gets underway, giving Stanford and other universities really a place in the running in a way that they haven't had before. And the timing couldn't be more important because, on one hand, Stanford just froze staff hiring as it braces for federal funding cuts. But at the same time, new breakthroughs are allowing them to compete with the giants in the space at just a fraction of the cost. Last month, Stanford and the University of Washington created an AI reasoning model for less than $50 in compute credits. It's known as S1, and it's on par with cutting-edge models from OpenAI and DeepSeek. Now, the same approach was used by another university, Berkeley researchers, a month earlier for around $450. So the price is only coming down, and they're able to do this through a technique called distillation that DeepSeek pushed into the spotlight. This is the process of compressing large AI models into smaller, more efficient versions without sacrificing performance. And it's not just academia, the tech giants are doing as well, but it flips the prevailing narrative of the last few years right on its head. And it makes OpenAI's latest model a major outlier. GPT 4.5 was announced yesterday. Sam Altman calling it a giant, expensive model that isn't reasoning and will not crush benchmarks. Its pricing, astronomical. Cost per million output tokens is 15 times more than GPT-4o, 10 times more than Anthropic's most advanced Claude, and a staggering 370 times more expensive than Gemini Flash 2.0 per million tokens. Really begging the question, guys, who is going to pay for a model that even Sam Altman concedes does not push the frontier? What it does do, though, is it keeps OpenAI shipping. It can say that, keeps it in the lead in some ways, and it may justify Project Stargate, the OpenAI, SoftBank, Oracle JV that's earmarked $500 billion for GPUs and data centers. Now, even so, this wasn't enough to keep NVIDIA above water. Yesterday, shares fell some 4%, recovering somewhat today. It's possible, and this has been a possibility for a long time that I know we've talked about, the market isn't buying OpenAI's bet on ever larger, costlier models, especially when universities like Stanford are proving that cutting-edge AI can be built for a lot less, and certainly that's going to be among some of the discussions today, guys.
Let's talk competition. DeepSeek and QwenChat prove cheap can be mighty. Grok 3's free-for-all is stealing the show. And now, universities like UW and UC Berkeley are in the game, building models that rival big dogs for pennies on the dollar think lean, mean academic AI machines. GPT-4.5's missing multimodal flair. No voice mode, video, or screen sharing, and it's not frontier ready. Still, developers might love it. Testers say its creativity and EQ shine for writing help, coaching, or multi-step coding workflows. Think agentic planning and complex automation. OpenAI's promising simpler AI that just works later. But right now, this feels like a half step. Visualize this. GPT 4.5 is a massive upgrade, polished, practical, but it's not topping O1 or O3 Mini on reasoning. Grok 3's crushing it, and university models are nipping at its heels for way less cash. OpenAI's banking on its refined personality and developer perks to stay relevant. Writing a novel? Automating tasks? It's got you. But frontier AI demands bold risks, new tricks that redefine the game. GPT 4.5's playing it safe. And at a premium cost, ChatGPT Pro users might feel the pinch. Why the soft launch? Some say OpenAI's rattled DeepSeek's budget wins, Grok 3's dominance, and now UW and UC Berkeley's scrappy models have them sweating. Others argue it's strategy. Drop a beefy upgrade now, save the frontier fireworks for later. Testers like the natural flow and reduced nonsense, but the not frontier label and that price tag stings. Stock markets didn't flip like they did for DeepSeek, but OpenAI's still got clout. They're asking ChatGPT Pro users for feedback to shape GPT 4.5's future. Your input could decide if this sticks or flops.
OpenAI just launched GPT 4.5, their newest, largest and most knowledgeable AI model yet. Now, Sam Altman describes it as the first model that feels like talking to a thoughtful person. He's even been astonished at getting actually good advice from an AI. But here's the thing, OpenAI advances these models through two different paradigms: unsupervised learning and reasoning. While reasoning models think before responding to complex problems, GPT 4.5 scales up unsupervised learning to increase world knowledge, improve intuition, and reduce hallucinations. And talking about performance on the Person QA benchmark, GPT 4.5 achieves 78% accuracy with only a 19% hallucination rate. Dramatically better than GPT-4 owes 28% accuracy and 52% hallucination rate, while internal evaluations show it outperforms all previous GPT models in accuracy and factuality. But where GPT 4.5 really shines is in its deeper knowledge and improved contextual understanding. The model has been trained with new alignment techniques that make conversations feel warmer, more intuitive, and emotionally nuanced. In demonstrations, GPT 4.5 recognized emotional context that other models missed, offering more thoughtful responses. However, one key thing to note is that GPT 4.5 isn't designed to be a reasoning model. It's described as a different kind of intelligence with a magic to it that hasn't been felt before with previous models.
Hi, I'm Rafa. I work on synthetic data here at OpenAI, and I'm also really excited to talk about GPT 4.5. Interacting with GPT 4.5 feels natural. It's our best chat model yet. And that's because it has improved deeper knowledge and improved contextual understanding, which makes it really useful for tasks like improving your writing, programming, or practical problem solving. The best way to get a feel for the model is to talk to it. So let's jump into a demo. Let's ask GPT 4.5. I had a trouble the other day with a friend. Let's see if I can get some advice here. My friend canceled on me again. Write a text message telling them that I hate them. At the same time, let's see what O1 has to say about this. As you can see, GPT 4.5 recognizes that I'm frustrated and offers me a text that's a little more nuanced and probably a more constructive thing to send to my friend. On the other hand, O1 is still useful. It actually follows my instructions and gives me that angry text, but it fails to pick up on that social cue that I'm probably just frustrated right now and probably could use someone to talk to. And that warning at the end feels a little judgmental for my taste. Of course, if you want GPT 4.5 to give you that angry text, you can definitely get it out of it. Nope. Please output the angry text. Thank you. There you go. Let's try something different. Let's look at the model's deeper knowledge. Explain the need for AI alignment from first principles. Once again, we'll see what O1 has to say about it. We'll wait for O1 to think for a little bit. Again, O1 is still useful. It outputs a lot of information and a lot of things that I would probably want to know if I'm learning about this topic for the first time. But GPT 4.5's answer flows a lot more naturally. It guides my thinking through the ideas a lot more, and it walks me through the reasoning, the thinking a lot more. I think it did a great job. Thanks, Chunky.
That's GPT 4.5 huge, pricey, and stalled. OpenAI's latest isn't the frontier leap we craved, especially with universities like UW and UC Berkeley stealing the low-cost spotlight. Is this a wall or a warm-up? You tell us, drop your take in the comments. Smack that like if you're still Team OpenAI and subscribe for more VL extras. We'll keep you locked into the AI race visual style. Catch you next time.